Hello, I'm Linda from Barlates Body Blitz, and here's little Minnie in her little box bed. Today we're doing Holiday Fit Day 6, Tighten, Total Body Tighten. So we're going to be doing a step warm-up. Don't worry, I'm going to keep it really basic just to kind of get the blood pumping. If you don't have a step, you can pretty much just walk in place and pretend that there's a little rectangle in front of you. So obviously when we're stepping up, you kind of step forward. We're also going to be using light hand weights. I've got 1 kilo, which is just over 2 pounds, and a ball or something to squeeze against. We're just going to be putting it in between the inner thighs for some arm work as well as some thigh work. You need something to hold on to. I've got my portable bar, but you can definitely use a chair. Then we also need a little elevation like a yoga block. If you don't have a yoga block, use a thick book maybe, or something that you can think of that is around about that height. You just want to make sure it's going to be sturdy because you will be standing on it. And I'm going to use some medium weights. Mine are 3.5 kilos, which is around 8 pounds. So nothing too heavy. We're going to do some fun little combinations for the lower body especially, but with some upper body engagement. So, are you ready? We're going to get started in the center of our space, and all we're going to do is start going up and down, but I want you to alternate legs. So up, up, down, down, up, up, down, down. Swinging those arms, getting our legs nice and warm from the get-go. Now I forgot to mention I've got 2 risers on here, so nothing too crazy. Go for 4, 3, then we're going to do knee ups. 2, last 1. Now same thing, but instead of a tap, it's a knee up. Change sides. So tap and knee, a little bit more dynamic. Tap and up, and up. 4 more of these, and then we're going to do a butt kick. 2, last 1. So we're going to come up and butt kick on top, and then come down. So you're going up, kick, kick, down, kick, kick, up, kick, kick, down, kick, kick. So you're kicking your heel up to your butt. Make sure you glance down at your step so you're not going to fall off it. 2 more times. And then we're going to change sides, up and down. Now just step touch in place. 4, 3, 2, 1, and up with the other leg. Up and kick, down and kick. Try and get that heel close to your glutes. Up and up, down and down. Go 4, 3, 2, and last 1. Now come corner to corner. So it's the same as that step up at the beginning, but you're angling your body and just tapping the corner. Corner to corner, changing those angles a little bit. Maybe your arms are higher. And across, just go for 3 more. 2, and now here, I want a knee up. Knee up, tap back. Knee up. I'm doing scissor arms now. Knee up, tap back. 4, 3, 2, last 1. Come down, same thing other side. Knee up, tap back, and tap, up, tap. So you're hinging a little bit as you tap back. Go for 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Nice job. We're going to go up and to the side, back and down. So it's up, tap, side, tap, center, and down. Up, tap, side, tap, center, tap, and down. Starting to get the heart rate up a little bit for sure. Center and down. Up, tap, side, tap, center, and down. 1 more time each way. Center and down. Other side. Center and down. Now we're just going to do a knee up and down. So knee, 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 back and down. Knee and knee, knee, back and down. Try and get your knees up high, arms overhead, pulling down. For 4, and down, 3, and down, 2, and down, last one, and down. Come back to the center, stay on the same side now. Up and down on the same side. Go for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now can you walk over? 1, 2, 3, and tap, back and tap. 1, 2, 3, and tap, back and tap. 1, 2, 3, and tap, back and tap, tap. 2, 3, and tap. Glance down at your step. Make sure that you're not going to fall off the edge. 3, and tap. 1 more. And back and tap. Now other leg on, step up, same leg each time. Breathing through it. A few more, then we're going to do that step forward again with the other leg. For 4, 3, 2, 1. So it's front and tap, back and tap. Front step and tap, back step, and tap. If this is too fast for you, just slow it down a little bit, or just keep doing those step ups. And tap. Warming up those quads and glutes. Last time. 1, 2, 3, and tap. Step touch side to side. We're going to come to the side of the step and we're going to do some squats with leg raises. Go for 4, 3, 2, 1. Walk over, and I just want you to start squatting down and up. So it's an uneven squat. One leg is up, down, and up, down, and up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now go down, leg raise. Not a really high raise. It's just a down and a leg raise. Squat 2, side raise. Down and side, down and side. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Can you come across in the center? Just go down and up. Down and up. Send your glutes back, hips are slightly hinged. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Other side, just the squats. Uneven squat. Hinging, sending your weight into the glutes. 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to go down and side leg raise and out. Down and out. It doesn't have to be high. You're shifting your weight onto the leg that's on the step. Down and up. Down and up. 4, 3, 2, and last 1. Now come back to that side to side, but I want both hands forward and you're letting your leg extend long behind. So glute raise, straight leg glute raise on the corner. Arms in front. Go for 4, 3, then we're staying on one side. 2, last 1. Come over to this side. We're going to come up and we're going to come into a lunge. Forward and lunge. Forward and lunge. Nice and dynamic. So you're coming into a shallow lunge, pushing off, extending that leg glute raise. For 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Come down. We're just going to go side to side for a few. And over. Breathe through it. And over. Across. And across. Across. And across. Now stay on this side. It's up and it's into a lunge. Use your arms to help you get some momentum. You're coming into a shallow lunge with the back leg. And you're really squeezing your glute. Up and down for 4 and 3 and 2. Last one. Nice job. Okay, last little bit. So I want you to come into a wide plie position. So both feet are turned out. Just start pulsing here a little bit. You don't have to be super low. We're going to let this leg travel forward, back in line, keeping the turn out. In 4, 3, 2, 1. You're going to go forward and back in line. Forward and back in line. It's quite shallow. This is still part of the warm-up after all. Forward and back in line. Forward and back in line. 4 more. 3, 2, last 1. Walk across, other leg is on top. Still in that turnout position. Just come down for a few pulses. Catch your breath, and we're going to go forward and back in line. Trying to keep that turnout. 3, 2, 1. It's forward and back in line. Forward and back in line. Little bounce happening. Come on. I know it's much harder with your leg up, right? 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Last little thing. Let's go up and kick. Just to get rid of some of that lactic acid. Switching sides, up and kick. Up and kick. Lengthening behind the knee for 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Nice job. Okay, you don't need the step anymore, so put that out of the way. And we're going to grab our light weights and our ball, and we're going to come into a kneeling position. So if you need your mat, you can definitely grab that. So come into kneeling, clamp that ball in really nice and tight. Roll your shoulders back. Deep breath in. I know that was hard on the heart rate, right? Okay, so you want to make sure that your feet are together and your knees are apart. We're just going to start with a bicep curl and a tuck up. So you're squeezing in on the ball and you're slightly tucking your hips at the top. Just setting it up to make sure that your alignment is right. Up and down, getting into those quads and inner thighs. For 4 and 3, 2 and 1. We're going to stay up, keep a slight tuck. We're going to go pulse to long range, pulse to long range, pulse, pulse and long, pulse, pulse and long, and long. Now squeeze, squeeze, release the ball, squeeze, squeeze, release. Squeeze, squeeze, release, squeeze, squeeze, release. 4 more sets. And down, and in, and down. Squeeze, squeeze, release. Last time, squeeze, squeeze, release. Bring your arms up, slight bend on a diagonal. Tuck, and now bring your elbows in towards each other and scoop your weights. Tuck and squeeze the ball. Rotate and scoop. Rotate and scoop. Come on, hold on tight to those hand weights. It will really activate your biceps. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Come down. Both weights into one hand if you want to. If not, you can keep one weight. We're going to start down here. We're just going to do the same thing we just did. So it's 2 up, 1 long. Pulse, pulse, and long. Pulse, pulse, and long. Other hand can do whatever you want. It's not working right now. We're going to add in a lift on the long. So it's pulse, pulse, hip lift. Pulse, pulse, hip lift. So you are pushing your hips to the front and you're squeezing that ball on the up. Pulse, pulse. Don't forget your arms. Control it down and up. If this is too much, just stay here. Pulse, pulse, and maybe squeeze harder. Pulse, pulse, and up. 2 more. and up. Last one, and up. Stay down. We're going to keep the arm slightly bent and we're going to lift it up on the diagonal as we come forward and push with our lower body. Up and push. Up and push. Keep that arm extended. Up and push. Up and push. 2 more. Breathe. Last one. Stay down and just pulse it. On the angle, bend in the arm, think bicep. Breathe. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Wow, it's such a hot day here today. I'm sweating. Roll your shoulders down and back. We're going to start exactly the same way. We're going to go pulse, pulse, and long. Pulse, pulse, and lengthen. So really bring that weight in close to the elbow on a slight diagonal. Pulse, pulse, and lengthen. 2 more, then we're going to add the hip lift on the lengthen. Last one, and lengthen. So pulse, pulse, hip lift, up and squeeze. Pulse, pulse, up, squeeze and tuck. Pulse, pulse, up, squeeze and tuck. So I mean, tuck your hips slightly forward. Hips to ribs, and tuck. Pulse, pulse, nice extension. 3, 2, wow, inner thighs, quads are burning. Nice job, stay down. We're going to let our arm be extended and raise up and keep your hips going with it. So it's up, up, squeeze and tuck. Extend that arm on the diagonal, up, squeeze and tuck. Keep breathing. If you can't do this, just stay down here and squeeze. So if you're down here, you need to squeeze extra on that ball. 3, 2, 1, stay down here and pulse it up. It's a little bend, extend, squeeze the ball. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Ouch, ouch. Deep breath. Okay, we're putting our feet on the ball. So the ball's in front of you and you're going to put your heels on there. And we're going to have one weight in either side. So you're really going to have to kind of use your core to stabilize here. We're going to come forward and then back. So it's sweep and then extend. So it's like a tricep kick back, forward sweep and extend. Hinging a bit and then straightening a bit more. So you need to really get your arms up at the back, especially because we are kind of coming up a little bit higher. So it's forward and back. 4 more. 3, 2, last one. Now reach one arm forward, one arm back, both arms up, up, and up, up, and up. If you want to be straighter, you can. Up to you. Up and up, up and up. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend, extend both arms. Bend, extend, extend, bend, extend, extend. Breathe it. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Up and down. Up and down. You can bend a little bit through the elbow. Up, center, and tap down. Up, center, and tap down. Your hand is always facing out, away from your body at the bottom there, that backhand. Up and down, up and down. Come on. Okay, last one, and stay here. We're doing that same thing. We're going to bring our arms up to start with. So if you want to be further up, but it's actually harder if you're sitting more upright. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend, press, and press, press, and press. Breathing through it. Bend, press. So it's a tricep press at the back, and we're just bend, extending our arm at the front. 4, 6, and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So this time we're going to rotate and keep rotating. You can let go of your weights if you want to. We're doing a big circle. Big circle. This hurts the shoulders, something good. For 4, 3, come on, 2, you can bend your arms a little bit, and 1. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Okay. Let's go back to kneeling again. So that was just a little change for you so that your legs can get a break. And we're just doing one more set with the ball and the weights, okay? So this time, I want you to come up and really hinge forward with a flat back. Your arms are going to be in front. We're going to come up and down. So stick your butt out, flat back, up and down. Squeeze on that ball. Heels are together, squeeze on the heels. Up and down. 4 more. 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to go 2 pulses, pulse, pulse, and down. Pulse, pulse, and down. So 1 and 2, and then all the way. Up, up, all the way. If this is too hard, then do bent arms, okay? Or maybe you're not coming up as high. Maybe you're just here, doing half reps. Pulse, pulse, and down. Go for 4. And 3. Flat back. 2. And 1. Now stay here, bend, extend. Bend, extend. You're hinging. You're squeezing your shoulder blades together. You're squeezing on the ball. Flat back. Bend, extend. For 4. Come on, you can do it. 3, 2, 1. We're going to go 1 of these and then a cross in front. Up and out. Cross the other hand in front. Up and out and cross. Up and out and cross and reach. Up and out. Cross. Up and out. Cross. Come on. 4 more and cross. 3, hold your tummies in and cross. 2 and cross. Last one and cross. Now just stay here, cross and cross. Squeeze the shoulder blades at the top. Cross and cross, cross and cross. Come on, you can do it. This is the last bit. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Okay, we don't need the weights, but we are going to use the ball and you need your support. So grab your support. I'm just going to have it in front of me so it's easier for you to see what I'm doing. And we're going to start with our ball really, really high up on our tippy toes. And we've got our heels glued together. You've got your shoulders down and back, your tummies in. And we're not going to go really low with this. We're just going to start coming down and up. Down and up. Now this is going to already feel quite horrendous because we just squeezed that ball so much. So I promise you, we're not doing huge low ones or anything. We just want to finish off those thighs. So it's down and up. Really push against your heels and squeeze against the ball. Keep everything else relaxed. A few more like this. Down and up. For 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. We're going to start with our heels down. We're going to plie, so keep it narrow and squeeze. Then we're going to raise our heels. Then we're going to stand up and come back down. So plie, raise your heels up and down. Plie, raise your heels up, straighten and down. Plie, raise, up, straighten and down. So this is really good to make sure that you're really squeezing, because when you open up here, if you're not really squeezing, your ball's going to fall out. So plie, up, up and down. Just 4 more like this. And down. 3, nice stretch for your calves as well. 2, up and down. Last one, up and down. Now just lift one heel at a time, little plie. Lift and lift, lift and lift. Keep pushing against that ball. Lift and lift. Lift and lift. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's just go down and up, down and up. Some calf raises, but I really want you to push in. Push in on that ball. Down and up, and up, up and up. Really squeeze your calves here. As high as you can, up on your tippy toes. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring one foot in front and we're going to come down. We're going to go up to full range. Up to full range. Up and tap. Up and up and tap. Up, tap. Up, tap. 4, 3, 2, last one. Can you hook that leg behind? Up, tap. Up, tap. You're still squeezing the ball. Up and tap. 4, this one burns. 3, 2, last one. Feet together, other leg in front. Come down first and it's push, push and down. Up and down. Squeeze that ball. Up, tap. Up, tap. Concentrate on the burn in your calves. The higher up you go, the more you squeeze, the more you're going to feel it. 2, last one. Come up on your tippy toe. Can you hook that behind? Start down and go up, tap. Up, tap. Squeeze and squeeze. The ball is also being squeezed, right? Up, tap. For 4, and 3, and 2, and last one. Internally rotate. Up and tap. Up and tap. Last bit for the calves. Up and tap. So internal rotation. Weight is on the big and second toe. Squeeze that ball for 4, 3, 2, last one. Stay up high and just pulse up and up and up. Up and up and up. Come on. Straight legs here. Squeeze those calves. Squeeze that ball. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to come down. We're going to turn out our back leg and we're going to face our bar and then squeeze in from the back. Okay, so I'm here. My leg is parallel. This hip is turned out and I'm squeezing my inner thighs together. Now, to give us more room, it's actually easier if you come up on your supporting leg. Squeeze in and in. In and in. Your leg is turned out. Your hip is turned out. Squeeze your glutes as well and push and push. Push and push. 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to bend our leg. Go in for 2, extend. In, squeeze 2, extend, squeeze. Bend, squeeze, extend, squeeze. Bend and bend, extend. You're squeezing, squeezing, squeezing. Squeeze and squeeze and squeeze. So the extension is not a rest. It's just a change of position. 4 more. 3, 2, last one. And we're on to the other side. So you can start low if you want to. So you're parallel. You turn that hip out and you start pushing forward. When you're ready, come up on the toe and you're pushing your inner thighs together. You're squeezing the underside of the glute and the side of the glute on this working leg. Lots of muscle groups working here. Deep breaths in. Breathe and breathe. A few more like these and then we're on to that bend, bend, extend combination. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. So bend and bend, extend. Squeeze and squeeze, squeeze. Squeeze and squeeze and squeeze. Try and keep everything else really nice and upright and still. You just want to be moving that leg, that one leg. Push and push and push. Come on, tummies are in, shoulders are down. 4 more. 3 more. Up on those tippy toes. And last one. Nice job. Okay, grab that ball, put your bar out of the way. We're just going to release some of that tension before we move on. So come into a nice swing. Swing with those arms. Release those legs, bend, extend, 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 extend. Down and up for 4, 3, 2, 1. We want to do a figure 8 and out to the side. Now really turn your body. Do a little hop maybe to angle yourself differently. And if you're not feeling the ball, just drop the ball and swing your arms. Extend. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come into the center and just let your legs come up and row past. And row, row, and row. Diagonal kick. Letting all that lactic acid out of those legs. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Okay, we're going to grab our yoga block and our weights. So, our medium weights, come into the center. We're going to start on one side. Depending on how big your feet are and how big your yoga block is, you might have to angle your block and feet differently to me. I've got miniature feet, so I'm going to come into a wide plie with one foot on the block. You don't have to be super low. We're just going to start really simple. Down and up. Down and up. It's up to you where you hold your weights. Maybe up here. Maybe you're letting them hang. I like to nestle them here. Just feels comfortable. But if you are doing what I'm doing, make sure that you've got the weight on your legs. You're not holding it with your arms. Okay, you're just kind of keeping it there with your hands, but letting the weight drop onto your legs. Go for 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to do that same combination. Pulse for 2, extend. Pulse for 2, extend. Down for 2 and up. Now on the up, I don't want you to fully extend. There's a tiny micro bend in the knees, and I really want you to think. Push your knees to the back. Squeeze the underside of the glutes on the up. Think about your heels digging into that floor. Down and 2 and up. Widen your inner thighs. So push your hips forward and your knees to the back. 4 and 3, 2, last one. Nice job. We're doing exactly the same thing to the other side. So we're going to be switching sides a bit more frequently because we have the elevation and a slightly heavier weight. So foot on. Make sure you've got a nice turnout. And just come down and up. So we're just finding our placement again because we've changed sides and one foot is elevated. So many different reasons why your placement might be slightly different on this side. Breathe out on the up. Down and up. 5 more. 4, 3, squeeze, squeeze. 2, push your knees to the back. 1, now we're going down for 2 and up. Pulse and up. Pulse, pulse, squeeze up. Squeeze the underside of your glutes. Weight is in the heels. Push your knees to the back, hips to the front. Down and up. Never fully extending the legs. Tummies are in, shoulders are down and back. Back is flat. You can hinge slightly on the down and up. Down and up. Go for 4 and 3 and 2. And last one. Nice job. Switching sides again. This time we're going to do a curtsy lunge. So both our feet are going to be turned out. One is on the block, the other one is behind. Shoulders are down and back, and just do a lunge. So up to you if you want to keep your weights hanging by your side, have them up by your shoulders. Maybe you want to hinge more and make it more glute focused. You just have to kind of shuffle and adjust your position. I quite like this one, it's a bit easier on the knees. Down and up. Stick your glutes diagonally back. Down and up. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to come down, step back, step in, come up. Down, step back, step in, come up. Down, back and in, just a tiny bit back. Back and in, up. Back and in, up. Keep breathing. Starting to feel that glute at the front. For 4, and up. 3, up. 2, and last one, and in and up. Okay, if you need to let go of the weights for a second, roll through your wrists, take a deep breath, and pick it up again. And we're on to the other side. So remember your turnout position, and that's the shape that you're turning out and stepping on the block. You're stepping behind, diagonally behind in a curtsy position, and just start going down and up. Down and up. So if you did that forward hinge one like I'm doing, then just continue with that. If you want more upright, then put your weight between your legs. Nice and balanced. Otherwise, in this forward leaning one, your weight is predominantly in your front leg. Down and up. Deep breaths. Go for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So now we're coming down, stepping slightly further back, back and in and up, down, back and in and up. Don't rush it, down, back and in and up. Pushing up through the heel of the front leg, down, back and in and up. Again, keeping a bit of a bend in both legs, even on the up. Down, back, in, up. 4 more. 3, 2, last one, in and up. Nice job. Okay, we get to lie down. Are you excited? I'm excited. So put the block in front of you, and the leg that wasn't just on the block, we're going to put on there. And we're laying down. Up to you if you want to have the block vertical or horizontal. We're going to put our foot on there, and we're going to do a bridge up. So put the weights on your hips, and then test it. Up. So you want to have your legs hip width apart and down. Just start with this, up and down. Up and down. So I really want you to squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Squeeze the underside of the glutes. Blow out all the air at the top. Squeeze and slightly tuck your hips. Squeeze up really hard, tuck your hips. Weight is in the heel. Should be feeling the underside of your glute where it meets the hamstring. Up and squeeze. Up and squeeze. 3 more of these. 3, 2, last one. Now we're going to come up 2 pulses and down. So up 2 and tap. Up for 2 and tap. Up for 2 and tap. up for 2 and tap. Now flex your foot, weight in the heel, same thing. Up for 2 and tap. Up for 2, tap. Up for 2, tap. Come up on your tippy toes, same thing, up for 2 and tap. Up for 2, tap. Up for 2, tap. Up for 2, tap. Flat foot again, up for 2 and down. Up for 2 and down. Push your foot into that block. Down, up for 2 and down. Flex your foot, weight into the heel and down. Up for 2 and down. And down, up for 2 and down, tippy toe. Up for 2 and down. Up for 2 and down. Up for 2, down. Up for 2, down. Flat foot for 2. One more, 2 and down. Heel, up for 2 and down. Just 2 of each. Up for 2 and down on your tippy toe. Up for 2, down. Up for 2, down. Flat foot again for 2 and down. Pulse, pulse and down. Heel, pulse, pulse and down. Push into the heel, tippy toe. Up, 2, down. Up, 2, down. We're doing 2 more sets. Flat foot. Pulse for 2 and down. Heel, up for 2 and down. And down. Tippy toe, push and down. Push and down. Last set of 2 for each footwork. Up and down. Heel, up and down. Up for 2 and down and toe. Up for 2 and down. Up for 2 and down. Was that good? Did you enjoy that? Hey, I'm going to be so nice to you and let you bring that leg in. Ouch, I don't even know if I want to do that. It's so painful. Deep breath. So now you know. Now you know, people, what we're about to do to the other side. Are you ready? Put those weights back on your hips. Don't cheat. If you just did it with the weights on the one side, you need to do it on this side. So we're starting with a regular up and down. Your foot is flat. Exactly the same thing. We're building it up the same way. Up and down. Minnie wanted some snacks. So you're welcome. You can see her butt from there. Up and down. Really squeeze at the top. So even when we're doing all those foot changes, I want you to think about that squeeze from the underside of the glutes and also pushing into your feet on that block. So flat foot, push into your tire foot. When we flex the foot, push into your heel. When we come up on our tippy toes, push into the ball of your foot. Keep everything nice and tight down there. Tuck your hips slightly towards your ribs. Go for 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to start flat foot, up for 2 and down. Up for 2 and down. And down. Up for 2 and down. 4 more of these. And down. Squeeze and squeeze and down. Up for 2 and down. Last time and down. Now flex your foot. Up for 2 and down. There's 8 of these. For 2 and down. Keep breathing. 5 and down. 6 and down. 7 and 8. Now on your tippy toe, up for 2 and down. Up for 2 and down. Up for 2 and down. 4 more. And 3 and 2 and 1. Back to flat foot. 4 sets and down. Pulse and pulse and down. Pulse and pulse and down. Last one and down. Flex your foot. Up for 2 and down. Up and lower. Keep breathing. Up and down. Tippy toe. Up for 2 and down. If I'm going too fast, you can slow it down. Up for 2 and down. Up for 2 and down. Back to flat foot. 4 again. For 2 and down. Up for 2, down. Up for 2, down. Up for 2, down. Heels. Up for 2 and down. up for 2 and down, up for 3, and this is 4, on your toes, up for 2 and down, up for 2, down, up for 2, down, last one, up for 2, down, flat foot, we're doing 4 again, up for 2 and down, up for 2 and down, heels, 4 sets, up for 2 and down, come on, squeeze your glutes, up for 2, down on your toes, up for 2 and down, breathing, last one, flat foot for 2, up for 2 and down, up for 2 and down, heel, up for 2, down, toe, up for 2 and down, up for 2 and down, flat foot, down, up for 2 and down, heel, up for 2 and down, toe, up for 2 and down. We've got 2 more sets all the way through and then we're done with this. And down, then we're moving on completely. And down, heel, up for 2, toes, up for 2, up for 2. This is the last set, flat foot and down. Heel, up for 2. And toes, up for 2 and down, up for 2 and down. That's it. That's it, people. I'm not going to torture your glutes anymore. Can you get some life back into that leg? Yes, we can. Maybe rock around a little bit. Ouch, ouch. Bend and extend. And the other leg too. Bend and extend. And we're rolling up. Okay. We're going to use our little ball and we're going to do some back extension work. So you don't need anything else, just your ball. Make sure everything else is out of the way. Minnie is sitting over there. Come on, Minnie, come here. She was in her bed. She doesn't want to be in her bed anymore. This feels so good. Let's just stretch up. Deep breath in. Now we're just going to start with our arms extended. So I want you to push into the ball and I want you to keep your neck nice and long and just listen to my cues rather than trying to keep craning your neck and looking at me. So we're just going to turn our feet out, keep them nice and wide, lift one leg at a time. Lift it in turn out, straight legs. Now I want you to push into the ball and keep your belly pulled in really tight. So you're anchoring yourself with your hands and you're anchoring yourself with your belly. So you keep your legs wider in a turnout position, straight legs, glute squeeze. You're coming up high enough that you feel your lower back squeezing each time for 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to start with the front leg. We're going to pulse and pulse, come down. Stay with the same leg. So same pattern we did before, up for 2 and tap. Up for 2 and tap. Squeeze and down. Push into your ball, neck is nice and long. And down. Up for 2 and down. Let's go for 4 more. And 3. And 2. And 1. Now keep your leg up in turnout. We're going to bring the heel in for 2, extend. In for 2, extend. So in turnout, bringing your heel to your glute, in for 2, extend. Feeling my lower back like crazy now. Extend. In for 2, extend. In for 2, extend. Just 4 more. 3. 2, last 1. Now keep your leg bent. From here, we're going to go up for 2, bring it in. Up for 2, bring it across, and then back in line. Up for 2, across, back in line. Up for 2, across, back in line. Squeeze and squeeze, across, back in line. Push into the ball. 3 more, across. 2 more, across. Last one, across. extend your leg. Come up for a second, maybe wiggle a bit, and we're doing that to the other leg. So everything is heavy into the ground, push into your hands, hips are nice and anchored, lift the other leg. So it's up for 2, tap down. Up for 2, tap down. Minnie's coming back. Hello, darling. Yeah, you want to join in? You want to join in? Up for 2 and down. Keep the leg super straight behind the knee. Up for 2 and down. Go for 3, 2, last 1. Come up, keep the leg up, in for 2 and out. You're in turnout position and out. In for 2 and extend. Keep breathing. Looking in front of you at the floor, keep your neck nice and long. In for 2, extend for 4, 3, 2, last 1. Bring it back in, squeeze up for 2, in and out. Up for 2 is like a windshield wiper. Up for 2, in and out. I'm trying to keep my thigh up off the mat. It's hard work, push into the ball. Up for 2, in and out. Up for 2, in and out. 3, 2, last 1. That one hurts the hip a little bit. Hopefully your carpet is okay. Let's just come into child's pose for a second. Round through that spine. Okay, Minnie has magically disappeared, as you can see, because she was being a little bit too much of a little pest. So she's gone outside where she's happiest, in the heat and with the wildlife. She doesn't catch much wildlife anymore, don't worry. Okay, we're going to do upper now. So put the ball underneath your hand and we're going to fully extend. If you want to fully extend this hand, that's kind of the harder option. If you want to support yourself a little bit, then come up on your elbow. But I like to fully extend. From here, we're going to pick up the ball and we're going to raise it up for 2 and down. Raise up for 2 and down. So I want you to actually push into the ball at the bottom, up for 2 and down. So we're in a kind of a Y shape, so our arms are wider than just in front of us. Up for 2 and push. Up for 2 and push. 3 more. 2. My chest is slightly up. Last 1. Now I want you to put your forearm on it and we're going to push the ball towards us, elbow in towards our waist and down. Both arms are moving in and out. You're moving in and you're arching your back up. This is like a crunch for your back. It's in and it's out. Push into your hands and out. So you're activating your entire arms and out. Go for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now bring the ball under your armpit. Yoda has appeared. You don't want these? You don't like these? They're minis. So we're putting our ball under our armpit. Today's cat episode. Today the cats have been disrupting a lot. Hopefully you don't mind. So from here we're going to, oh you're so cute Yoda. We're going to push into the ball for 2 and then reach up and back. Oh my goodness, really? You're going to do this right now? Okay. We're going to push into the ball. Push and push, up and back. Push and push, and it's a tricep but at diagonal. Now push and push your body up and then back. Push and back. Push and back. Push and back. So really try to feel this in your lower back. And then as you extend that arm, squeeze the back of your arm. Push and back. Let's go for 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Nice job. We're doing it to the other side. So Y shape or X shape, and we're going to pick up that ball and we're going to go up for 2 and then push. Up for 2 and push into the mat. Try and look in front of you. I know little Yoda's very distracting because he's so cute and fluffy. Up for 2 and down. Up for 2 and down. So I've got my chest up. Do you see how I'm not slouched down? I'm up. I'm pushing into my front hand for 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Nice job. Now put your forearm on the ball. We're going to roll both in and then back out. Blow out and up. You come up to your point of challenge. If you can't come all the way up like me, then maybe you're just coming in a little bit and back. All the way in and extend. Pushing up through those hands will activate your entire arm. 2 more. It's in and it's out and it's in and it's out. Nice job. Now bring the ball under your armpit. So your elbow's kind of on a diagonal, and we're going to push into the ball for 2 and then up and back. Squeeze the back of your arm. Into the ball for 2, up and back. Now push up and up, extend. Push up and up, extend. Try and look in front of you, up and try to bring both sides of your shoulders and chest up at the same time. You're pushing into your front hand to help you here. It's up and up, extend. Up and up, extend. Let's go for 4, 3, rotating through that shoulder, 2, and last 1, extend. Awesome job. Okay, we're doing some abs and then we're out of here. So come onto your back and put that ball in between your thighs again, because we love to work our inner thighs when we work abs, right? Because they're a match made in heaven, let's face it. Bring your legs up. If you want to include your upper body, hands behind your head. And we're just going to start tapping down and up. So keep your shoulders up, tap down and up, down and up. The entire time I want you to squeeze on that ball. If you don't want to have your shoulders up, just stay down here, down and up. 4 more, 3, 2, and 1. Now from here we're going to shoot out straight and then extend up. Straight and up. Forward and up. Keeping those shoulders up if you can. Deep breaths and up. Forward and up. For 4, 3, 2, last 1. Now bend one leg and the other one is staying straight. Come down and up, down and up. Maintain that squeeze on the ball. It makes a big difference. Go for 4, 3, 2, 1. Now you might want to put your hands down. Go to the side and center. Go to the side and center. Keep that leg straight. He comes in, he eats Minnie's food, and then he goes out again. Such a little monkey. For 4, 3, 2, last 1. Now stay here and bring that the whole shape of both legs towards your shoulder. Squeeze and squeeze. Squeeze and squeeze. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Center, switch legs. Down and up. Down and up. Keep that squeeze on the ball. Down and up. Try to keep that front leg really straight and up. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Over to the side and center. Use your hands in the mat to help you stabilize. Side and center. You don't have to come all the way down. I just want you to feel it in your oblique. Your shoulders stay pinned to the mat. It's okay if your hip comes up, but your shoulders stay pinned. 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay here and then in and in. Just bring that shape of the leg and squeeze it and pulse it towards your shoulder. In and in. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Come up. We're going to put our legs in front of us and we're just going to do a little under and under. Tap those toes. Under and under. Breathing. A bit of hip flexor death for you here. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ouch. Come up. Deep breath in. Come back. Straight leg. Under and under. Don't fall back like I nearly did. Doesn't have to be super straight, but try. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to do a tuck. We're going to come back and we're going to tuck in and touch our toes. Down and touch your toes. Legs are parallel for now. Down and touch. We're going to do a 2 pulse in and extend. In 3, 2, 1. So come up, pulse and extend. Pulse and extend. Pulse and extend. Last time. Pulse and extend. Turn your legs out in a diamond shape. Come up and down. Come up and down. Up and down. 3, 2. Last one. Now we're doing that double pulse again. So it's pulse and pulse. I know this is hard. If you can't do it, maybe just do 2 pulses up and leave the legs out of it. Pulse and extend. Pulse and extend. 4, 3, 2. Last one. Nice job. Come onto your side. Put your ball in between your ankles. If it's too hard in between your ankles, you can put it in between your thighs again. Okay, it's a little bit harder to control. We're just going to come up. We're going to bring the knees in and then back in line. Knees in, back in line. So you need to really use your core here and your arms to stabilize you. My legs are off the mat and back. In and out. 5, 4, coming all the way in line with my belly button. 2 and 1. Now I'm going to roll and come back in line. I'm rolling back onto the meaty part of my glute and then bringing my knees towards my chest. Roll knees in, back in line. Roll knees in. If you can't leave your legs hovering, then just come down like this. Knees are in, back in line for 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Okay, last one on this side. Deep breath in, all the way up and back. All the way up and then lean forward onto your hand and slightly back. It's like a sweeping action. You should really be feeling this top oblique. Just 3. It's okay if you're moving everywhere on the mat. And 2 is just a slightly back and up. And last one. Oh my goodness, guess what? Other side. He eats every last one, every last crunchy. Usually Minnie leaves like 20. Such a gobble guts. Okay, so we're going to hover our legs and we're going to bring it into the belly button and back in line. In and back in line. In and in line. If you need to put it down here for a second, that's okay. But I really want you to think, squeeze your knees in closer to your upper body. For 4. Are you pressing on the ball? I hope so. Remember, you can put it in between your thighs. Now we're rolling back and then come back in line. So what I mean is by back in line is your hips are stacked and you're directly out from your hips. Your legs are not forward, they're not back, in and back in line. And this is where you can put your legs down here and have a bit of a break. Otherwise, keep them up and just tip forward for 4. We're nearly done, people. 3, 2, last one, and we're going to come up and slightly back, up and slightly back. You can put your hand behind and in front, or just leave it here. Doesn't matter what you do with your hand. I just want up, and if you need to bend, then bend here. Up and slightly back. 3, 2, and last 1. You are done. Oh my goodness, that really burned. That really burned towards the end. Okay, put your knees together, bend one leg back, and if you can, just come back here. Keep your knees together though. And that's going to stretch out your quad a bit. You can lay all the way down if you want. And we may as well switch it up. Keep your heel by your glute. Knees together. One side is easier than the other. Lay all the way down. Cross your knees. Pull on your feet. Bring them towards you. Ah, feels so good. Ouch, ouch. Lots of glute work, lots of inner thigh work today. You're welcome. Those pesky little inner thighs, they need extra work. Now just put your feet together and let both hips just drop open. And then if you can, grab onto your heels. Happy baby, and just rock it. Ah, that feels so good on the spine. Side to side. And then up. We're going to come on our front. Come up. And then walk it back and come into child's pose. And I really want you to roll up and back until your hands are on your knees and keep pushing back, rounding through your spine. Let's step forward. Stretch that hip flexor. And tip back. Ah, stretch that hamstring. Ouch. The glute bridge really got into that hamstring. And switch that up. Forward. And back. Then just come into a kneeling position, and I want you to slightly put your weight on that thigh, stretching out the back of your calf and your Achilles. And then switch that up. Especially when you do step aerobics, you want to make sure you really stretch behind here. Ideally wear footwear. I kind of was a bit naughty today not wearing shoes, but you're better off when you're doing any stepping sort of exercises. It's easy to kind of twist your ankles, so if you can wear footwear, wear footwear. Just reach across and forward, interlace and up, wiggle, wiggle. Behind your head, interlace and up. Ah, feel that nice stretch in the shoulders. Deep breath. Rotate to the back. Other side. Roll your shoulders, neck side to side. And that is it. Thanks so much for joining me for Holiday Fit Day 6. Hope you enjoyed it, and I look forward to seeing you at the next day. Bye for now.